What up, my people? So I'm back with another one. And as I pull out the driveway, I'm looking. My wife is out the window waving at me. So I woke up this morning and I was just like, something hit me and I started thinking about, something that happened when I was younger. I was like young. I probably was like in 8th grade when this happened. And it started making me think, like, man, we did some dumb stuff, man, back in the days growing up. And if you did something stupid growing up, like, you let me know. You drop in here and let me know what you did. So I remember when I was younger, man, I thought when this happened this day, I thought I was the man. I thought I was the man, man. So, back when you in the 8th grade, you ain't working, you ain't got no job, right? You just broke. You sitting around broke, I want to say back then my parents was giving us allowance and it was like $4 every 2 weeks. But I just remember back in those days, you just broke, you ain't had no money, but you always, was outside in summertime hanging with your friends. So what did you do before you went out to go hang out with your friends? You ate. You ate a lot of food at home because you knew if I ain't got no money, if I don't eat something, I'm going to be hungry all day with my friends. So for some odd reason, we was able to, survive back in those days off of that. Just like you eat real quick before you leave the house. And, when you out with your friends, if you got hungry, good luck. Or you'll go over to one of your friends' house and you'll pile up and y'all try to eat whatever food you could over there at their parents' house or whatever. But I remember this one day I woke up and it was hot than a mug outside. I was broke. So I knew that I was gonna be gone all day because I used to wake up in the summertime and I would pack a book bag, literally I would pack my book bag with like hooping shorts, extra shirts. I had a CD, like a CD player, a Walkman, and I had a bunch of CDs, but I didn't have a CD book, so I just had a stack of CDs in my book bag all day so I could just walk around listening to my music. This is showing you how long ago this was. It wasn't no such thing as an iPod. It wasn't no such thing as a music on your phone. Nah, that stuff didn't exist. So you had to make sure you had your batteries and your stack of CDs that you wanted to listen to that day. So my book bag was heavy. And then I would throw a couple snacks in there from the house or something just to, just in case, some emergency break glass food, just to go hang out with my friends. Because, I knew I'm not coming back home all day. I'm gone. So I remember I walked out the house this one time, and when I got to the end of the driveway, I looked down and I found a sack of weed. Yeah, it was a sack of weed just laying on the sidewalk at the end of the driveway at my parents' house. And I was like, what is this? So, I never had any experience with weed. Like, I never held weed. I never looked at weed, just like piles of weed in front of me. So I didn't really know what I was looking at. I just knew that I had a feeling it was weed. I never smoked weed or anything like that. Now, I know what weed smells like. Back then, I knew what it smelled like, but I wasn't around it all like that enough. So when I picked up this bag, it had all of these seeds in it. It was a bunch of just leafy stuff. It looked like parsley, but it was a bunch of seeds in it. And I was like, what is this? So I couldn't figure out what it was, but I'm like, I'm gonna just hold on to it. So I put it into my pocket and I'm walking down the street and I'm like, it's just like burning a hole in my pocket because I'm like, man, I don't know what this is, man. And I gotta figure out who can I ask what this is? Didn't know. So y'all ain't gonna believe what I did next. Stay tuned for part 2.